Number 5, 119 versus South Africa, at Wanderers in 2013. In many ways, this innings gave him the belief that he could be successful overseas too. Bracing up against Dale Steyn, Morne Morkel, and Vernon Philander, Virat Kohli found his groove early on and notched up a superlative century to drive home the advantage early on the first day. Kohli came into bat as India were struggling at 24 runs for 2 wickets and then formed a crucial partnership with Pujara for the 5th wicket. Also, this was the first test match after Sachin Tendulkar had retired, and Kohli walking into bat at number 4 displayed why he could take the great man's legacy forward. Number 4, 103 versus Sri Lanka, at Galle in 2015. In his first overseas tour as the full-time captain of the Indian team, Kohli displayed that extra responsibility only gets the best out of him. Once again, he came into bat with India struggling at 28 runs for 2 wickets, and this time forged a partnership with opener Shikhar Dhawan. The duo put on a mammoth 253 stand for the 3rd wicket. Kohli scored a controlled 103 but was soon dismissed after he got to this feat. Number 3, 105 versus New Zealand, at Wellington in 2014. This match will always be remembered for the historic triple century by Brendan McCullum, and how he stole the thunder from India, who were well poised to register a test victory. Kohli was not defending or playing with caution but brought out his shots and scored a classy 105 runs in 135 balls. The match ended in a draw, and Kohli stood tall between a Kiwi win and an Indian draw, which in the end was a fair reflection of the result. Number 2, 169 versus Australia, at Melbourne in 2014. This innings was like the homecoming of Virat Kohli, the test batsman. The fact that he relishes the challenge against the Australians is no secret, and this was on display in full aplomb during this innings. Australia had stacked up 530 runs in their first innings. In reply, India were 147 for 3 wickets when Kohli was joined by Ajinkya Rahane in the centre. What followed was pure magic. The duo unleashed a counter-attack on the Aussies and was scoring runs almost for fun. The battle between Virat Kohli and Mitchell Johnson will be remembered for ages, as Johnson kept hurling in missiles and Kohli kept dispatching them to the boundary. He blew kisses, flaunted his biceps and scored a memorable 169 in the process. Number 1, 141 against Australia, at Adelaide in 2014. If ever there was an instance of an inspired performance followed by a heartbreak, this innings of Virat Kohli was. On his captaincy debut, Kohli scripted history as he notched up centuries in each innings of the test match. However, the 141 he scored in the second innings will always be remembered by all in the cricketing circles. India were chasing down a target of 364 runs on the final day and received initial jitters when Dhawan and Pujara fell. At 57 for 2, skipper Kohli strode in and took the game by the collar and displayed amazing control and stroke play.